Hello, today we're going to talk about the elimination method. We discussed this a little bit in class today, and I just want to go over a few ideas just so you have a copy of this. So in the elimination method, we are trying to eliminate one of the variables in the two equations by either adding the equations or subtracting. Okay? So, in order to use the elimination method, you want one of the variables, the coefficient of one of the variables you're eliminating, they must be the same. Okay, and we'll see what that looks like on the next slide. And then to tell whether or not you should add or subtract those two equations, I have a little saying for you, and it is if they have the same sign, subtract. So same sign, subtract. If they have different signs of the eliminating variable, then you add the two. So let's take a look. All right, here is our first one. Notice again, so does it pass our should we use the elimination method? Are two of the coefficients and one of the variables the same? They are. These are both 5. Okay, and I'm going to add these two equations because the signs of the eliminated variable are opposite. They're different. So I'm going to add these two together. And when I add them, 2x plus x is 3x. 5y plus negative 5y is 0y. So the y's eliminated, thus the title. And negative 3 plus 6 is positive 3. When I solve that for x, I get x equals 1. Now, I'm going to take this because, I need an ordered pair. I need to know where these two lines intersect, these two here, where they intersect. So I need a y value. I'm going to plug this one into one of these equations. I'm going to pick that one. Doesn't matter which one you choose. So I plug the 1 in for x, solve for y. So I subtracted 2 from both sides. Divide both sides by 5, and I get negative 1. And my answer is 1, negative 1. So these two lines intersect at 1, negative 1. Let's take a look at one more. All right. Very similar problem. Okay. Again, the y's, and this is just a coincidence. It could have been the x's. Again, the y's have the same coefficient, and their signs are the same. So same sign, subtract. We're going to subtract these two. Okay, and this can be a little tricky. You want to distribute the negative. So essentially change all of the signs down here. Okay. So when I do that, 2x minus 4x is negative 2x. 18y minus 18y is 0y. They eliminated. And negative 9 minus negative 27 is actually negative 9 plus 27, which is 18. When you subtract a negative, you're really adding. Divide both sides by negative 2, and we get x is negative 9. So we're going to plug that into the first equation right there. So I plugged in negative 9 for the x right there. Multiply here. Add 18 to both sides, and I get 9. Adding 18 to both sides gives me 9 on the side. Divide both sides by 18, and I get y equals 1/2. So my ordered pair is negative 9, comma 1/2. That is where these two lines would intersect. And so that's what we're looking for tomorrow, is equations that have the same coefficient on either the x or the y. If those coefficients have the same sign, you subtract the equations. If the coefficients have opposite signs, you would add the two equations like we did in this first problem. They had opposite signs, we added them. I hope this helps, and I will see you guys next time.